this is before this is even a hurricane, before it's even making landfall. The outer eye wall bands coming through. Tornado warning. It's crazy, the rotation on those clouds. This is before this is even a hurricane, before it's even making landfall. The outer eye wall bands coming through. Tornado warning. It's crazy, the rotation on those clouds. On YouTube. Okay, hello everybody. Sorry, I was sitting there, but I had to move to get my location to update. So now I'm gonna go back. We're actually Keaton Beach, Florida. It's probably not gonna show up as a town, but I mean, it's south of Perry, Florida. Hey Brittany, hey Leo, hey Mel, hey Amber, how's it going? Good morning. Hello Sean. I'll greet more people once I get stopped here in just a minute. I had to just go north a little bit just to get this dang location update. But yeah, we're on Keaton Beach here in Florida. Still a lot of people here. It looks like people are getting some final preparations underway is kind of what it's looking like to me. So I mean, mean, really for these people, the time to get out was yesterday and the days prior. They should hopefully have a little bit of time, but not too much now. I mean, we're about 24 hours away from landfall, less than 24 hours away from landfall. Of course, yay. So, yeah. We'll try to get you guys like an ocean view, or I guess it's Gulf view. I don't know. I'm gonna refer to it as ocean. That's just me. Okay. Sorry, let me get all situated here. Okay. Whew, I am like super overstimulated and everything and stressed. Hey, Miss Ziggy, hope everything is well with you, and I also hope everyone stays safe. Hey Nathan, how's it going? Yeah, hello to everybody coming in. Sorry if I seem a little agitated, irritated, whatever the case may be. I am just very overstimulated and honestly really stressed. Very stressful hurricane, tropical storm, whatever you want to consider it at this point. It is a tropical storm. Just trying to scout out locations and stuff. Let's go ahead and start taking. Actually, crap! I need to plug in my iPad cord. Shoot! I didn't plug in. Okay, we're going to GoPro full for a second. Forgot to plug in this other HDMI cord. Okay. Are we good now? Hopefully. Got too much going on. Okay, let me know, somebody let me know if we have camera feed. I think we do. Sorry guys. Okay, I've got my iPad plugged in now. This is also a stream for you guys to ask any questions that you may have. Please try to keep it smart, and I'm not going to be able to answer for every specific little area and stuff. To start, I'm going to share my screen here in a second. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So I'll be away from YouTube chat. Okay, thank you guys. The locations, let me share that and then we'll do that. Okay, locations: Florida, Southeast Georgia, into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina eventually. Really kind of, you know, obviously more towards the coast and stuff because it's obviously a tropical storm and stuff, but impacts are going to be felt way inland as well. So blue dot is me. There's me. Here's the hurricane track. The red is the cone of uncertainty. So it's going to be quite a bit of locations. Even right now, there's outer bands way down here, southern Florida, near Tampa. A few tornado warnings. Currently a tornado warning. So outer bands will be coming all across Florida, basically. There is a tornado watch out all across Florida as Tropical Storm Beryl makes its way northward. So that is the, eye of uncertainty. Other areas are being impacted as we speak, and that's going to continue. And then by tomorrow, about mid-morning, midday, it's forecast to become a Hurricane 1 or Category 1 hurricane. It could potentially push Category 2 if this can really get its act together. It has been battling some dry air to the west, which we can't really see, but we can switch over to satellite. So it has been struggling a little bit. However, if it can get rid of that dry air a little bit, National Hurricane Center is saying rapid intensification, which actually, looking on satellite, this is my first time looking in a while, it has kind of gotten rid of some of that dry air out to the west, out on that side of it. So it's really trying to get fully developed now. But as you can see on satellite, rain bands, big area. And then, yeah, forecast Category 1 right now near the Big Bend region of Florida. So Perry, Horseshoe Beach, Deckle Beach, Keaton Beach, where I'm at. And storm surge warnings already in effect, up to 10 feet of storm surge possible. Anywhere from 6 to 10 feet of storm surge possible. And as this thing moves towards Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina later this week, about midweek, some potentially catastrophic to record-breaking floods for South Carolina, North Carolina, portions of Georgia probably too, because this thing is going to likely stall out a little bit once it gets to land. It's not going to move very quickly, and then it's going to slowly make its way that way. And as of right now, they're expecting it to kind of sit off here, off the coast, and kind of then go back inwards. So it's going to be sitting there stalled with all the outer bands. By that time, it'll probably lose most of its eye, so it'll just be a lot of heavy rain. So that's why even portions of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina need to be prepared now. Because towns, whole entire towns and everything is probably going to be completely underwater. So yeah, let's go take a look at the National Hurricane Center. If it'll load. Interesting. Why did Zello say that? Okay, so we got Debby. We also have this 10% chance of formation down there that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring as well. But we've got Tropical Storm Debby. Where's the advisories, actually? I want to go read the advisory. So we had an advisory at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Public advisory number 9. Anybody can go look at this stuff for themselves. nhc.noaa.gov. Highly recommend it. Official source. But key highlights: Debby likely to strengthen rapidly before landfall in the Florida Big Bend region. Major flood threat looms over the southeastern United States. As of 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the location, that's in the latitude, longitude basically, maximum sustained winds are up to 65 miles per hour. Movement is northwest at 13 miles per hour. Minimum pressure is down to 992 millibar, which is down quite a bit from where it was previously. I think even just a few hours ago it was like 1,000 millibar, 1,001 millibar. But yeah, storm surge warnings already out, tropical storm warnings for some areas, tropical storm watches, hurricane warnings, flood warnings, all of that fun stuff, all sorts of warnings for Florida, and I'm sure parts of Georgia and South Carolina as well. Let's see here. I know they mentioned, I think, 95 mile per hour winds possible, or I saw that at some point. Where is it at? So we got another advisory at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or I guess it's an intermittent, and then another full one at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I know I did see somewhere where there could be 95-mile-per-hour winds at landfall. Here is the official track. So let me just make sure. Yeah, 11 a.m. So around 8 a.m. Monday, it looks like it sped back up again. At one point, it said around noon on Monday tomorrow, but now it's back to 8 a.m. So we'll be going live pretty early tomorrow morning from Keaton Beach, most likely, and intercepting all day basically. And then my plan is to try keeping up with it as it goes throughout Georgia and South Carolina, and probably eventually even North Carolina. However, that's a big unknown because there might be flooded roads, there might be trees blocking roads, all of that fun stuff. So I don't know if I'm exactly going to be able to keep up with it, but that is what I'm going to try to do. And then we can go ahead and take a look at it on satellite imagery. I highly recommend Tropical Tidbits as well. But there you can see it on satellite. Really expansive thing. I can't draw, but I mean, down by Tampa, you got thunderstorms exploding. It's trying to clear out some of that dry air, or it has greatly cleared out that dry air to the west. Even looks like it's trying to go through like an eye wall cycle, potentially. So we're just going to really have to watch how far west or east it wobbles. The track is not, exact, of course, but it gives you a pretty good idea. But yeah, that's the current situation. So many areas are going to experience terrible flooding and storm surge. So let me pull chat back up. And while I work on pulling that up, again, just want to thank my great team of mods, and especially give a huge shout out to King Butthole, aka Tony, for all of his incredible work on these new graphics and overlays and the thumbnails and all of that stuff. I hope you guys really enjoy these. Pretty excited to have these. I've wanted something like that for a while, so I'm glad that we now have that thanks to all of his hard work. Yeah, the GoPro is working. I'm really surprised myself as well. I was fidgeting around with it earlier, and I actually got, or I thought I didn't have my mount for it, but I found that. So did I say barrel at one point? I probably meant Debbie. I still got barrel on my mind, apparently. Barrel was kind of fun to say. I mean, Debbie's kind of funny too, because everybody's making like the little Debbie jokes and stuff. Hey, Christian. Let's see if I'm trying to find any questions. I think we're good. But yeah, a lot of areas are going to experience very dangerous flooding. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions and anything, but we'll be live here for just a little bit. On Keaton Beach, we got some beach goers. There's some kids playing in the water, which the Gulf is still really calm. I was down here yesterday. It's a little bit more choppy than what it was last night, but it's still not bad yet. Roar! Hey, how's it going? Great to see you again. Yeah, we are in a hurricane warning. I'm still trying to kind of figure out my plan. I am terrified of storm surge and flooding, absolutely terrified of it. I don't really care about the winds. I will get rocked around in my car any day. Don't care. I don't care if debris hits my vehicle. But I think people underestimate the power of water, and I'm kind of I kind of get sick and tired of, even though it's only going to be a Cat 1, maybe Cat 2, you know, there's I feel like it's like every storm besides, or I guess it's probably even every storm, but people just see like Cat 1, oh, it's only going to be a Cat 1, it's not going to be that bad. Okay, for one, 6 to 10 feet of storm surge, that of itself is very deadly. And I'm pretty sure flooding is the #1 killer within tropical systems. It's not, I don't believe it's the hurricanes or the wind or anything like that. I believe the #1 killer is flooding. So yeah, 6 to 10 feet of storm surge, and we're at a new moon cycle. So the high tide is at its peak basically. So the water's a little bit higher than typical. And even if you only get 70-mile-per-hour winds, which I'm sure it's going to be more than that, but even if this was only to bring 70-mile-per-hour winds, that paired with the fact of 10 feet storm surge, like the wind is going to push the water even more. And then it's like even 70-mile-per-hour winds will cause some tree damage and stuff. But water is very, very freaking powerful. If you have 10 feet of water moving in very, very quickly, water in of itself is very, very freaking powerful. Water can take vehicles and move them wherever the hell it wants. Water can take buildings and move them wherever the hell it wants. So the power of water is bad enough. And yeah, people's lives, people's properties are going to be impacted no matter if it's Cat 1 or a Cat 5. There's still at least some sort of impact. And, you know, even if I live down here, yeah, I would kind of get sick of storms and stuff, and then, like, if it gets hyped up. But, you know, I would rather be prepared rather than not myself if I live down here. It, like, yes, it's an inconvenience, but anyways, that's my little rant. Is just, it's frustrating that just because it's not going to be a major Cat 5 doesn't mean that it's still, or that it won't still have implications, basically, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll be I might do another live stream later this evening. We'll just kind of see. I'll probably sleep near Perry, Florida again, and then probably head back down here very early tomorrow morning. And yeah, we'll probably start out intercepting on Keaton Beach and then slowly work our way back up towards Perry, Florida. And hopefully we can try to keep up with this system as it moves into Georgia and South Carolina, but that's not a given. There's a lot of external factors that will contribute to that. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed, have the notification bell turned on, and you can also join the Discord, and you can get notified of when I go live on there. There's a certain role notification for that should be pinned in one of the channels. That way you can get notified quicker from Discord, because YouTube takes a little bit. The expected eye is near. Right where I'm at, in between, I mean, Tallahassee is in the cone of uncertainty, but the center of the eye right now is forecast to go a little bit southwest west of Perry, Florida. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Follow my Facebook as well for additional updates on there. Twitter. And yeah, to help support the channel, me affording you know, coming down for these types of events and everything, SuperChats, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo greatly go a long ways, no matter if it's $1 or $100. Any support is greatly, greatly appreciated, even just subscribing. helps out a lot as well to grow the channel even further. But again, huge thank you to Tony, aka King Tuchus, King Butthole, for all the hard work on these new graphics and overlays. They look freaking sick, and I'm excited to see these in action. Well, it's already in action. We already got the hurricane warning. But yeah, everybody give a huge thank you to King. But yeah, we will be live a lot over the next coming days, starting very early tomorrow morning as of right now, unless, I mean, the National Hurricanes updates are going to change ever so slightly. It's not set in stone of 8 a.m. landfall tomorrow, because outer bands will actually probably be impacting here in a little bit. Actually, over the next few hours, there will be some outer bands. There's quite a bit of stuff off to the south, not too far south of here. And we do have a channel in the Discord for weather updates and information to get posted there as well. But thanks everybody so far for joining right now. And it looks like hopefully our GoPro will stay working throughout this hurricane, especially since it'll be daytime landfall, or at least mostly daytime landfall. Good lord. We now have the GoPro working, so we can show stuff happening off the GoPro as well. A little funny story on my drive down yesterday. Dylan, my good friend Dylan, helped me get a light bar on top of the vehicle set up, a 32-inch light bar. It was working great. Really lit up areas at night. Was excited to probably get to use it at some point over the next few days. And I was in Georgia yesterday, and I was just cruising along the interstate going like 75 miles per hour. All of a sudden I see a huge ass bird. I'm pretty sure it was a pelican. It was white. It was pretty big. It was flying really low. And I was like, that bird's flying pretty low. Wonder if it's gonna, be smart enough to move out of the way of my vehicle. About 2 seconds later, it slams into my windshield. Feathers and bird go flying everywhere. Well, of course, it goes up over my windshield, onto the top, knocks out the light bar. The light bar goes flying. It gets destroyed on the interstate. It looked like it was mostly intact, I mean, as I watched it fly by. But I was not going to slam on my brakes and try to salvage it because there was a lot of traffic. And I was like, nope. Light bar is lost. And then there was bird splatter up on my cargo rack. And yeah, it was kind of funny, but kind of irritated me and really pissed me off. So I literally just got that light bar set up not too long ago. So now I've got to try getting another light bar when I get back home. Which I do have one on my Amazon wish list, if anybody feels so kind to get that. Thankfully I do have some other light bars still. I got my original one down by my front license plate holder that we can still use, although it doesn't light up a big huge area, but it lights up enough. And then I do have some new side ones, 2 little pods for each side of the vehicle. But yeah, that was wild yesterday. Hello, Nathaniel. It'll make landfall very early tomorrow morning, but outer bands are soon going to impact throughout the rest of today. Parts of Florida down by Tampa, Cape Coral are already being impacted. There's been a few tornado warnings. There's currently a tornado warning. So that'll only continue throughout the day as the outer bands impact. I'll probably head back up towards Perry here in a bit and get some food. I might go to the bar that I went to yesterday again, hang out for a little bit. And I'll probably come back down here later today. So I'm not sure how much longer we'll be live. I just wanted to give an update, relay that important information regarding the hurricane, and I will still answer questions if any of you guys still have some, at least for the next little bit. But yeah, I need to go get some food. I need to go get some ice, refill my water. I'm out of ice. And kind of just hang out rest of today. But if we get any outer bands that come through later today, which I'm sure we will, I will probably go live yet again. And then once again, we'll be going live very early tomorrow morning for the landfall. No water spouts here yet, or yeah, water spouts, but some areas they could have water spouts. We could potentially have one later, depending on how that outer band sets up. Not for sure. We'll kind of try to give a different view. Hey Mel, can you get on Zello here in a second and test a delay? Yeah, water is a lot more choppy than what it was last night. Last night it was still as can be. So it is already getting choppier. I would love to see a water spout too. I've never seen one, so that would be a first for me. You gotta smack the hell out of me with tortillas. I don't want to hear anything.
Delay check.
Also, in between this stream and whatever next stream I will do, make sure you go check out that live Q&A, or well, now it's not live, but the Q&A live stream that Mel, my main moderator, chaos coordinator, aka Mel, did. We did that the other day. Went up to Michigan to go visit her, see her for the first time ever. It was a lot of fun. Highly recommend you go check out that question and answer video. And you get to see me get smacked by tortillas pretty hard. Yeah, we're a real fun bunch. Try to be funny, entertaining, and whatnot when we don't need to be serious. Obviously, we are serious when there is a need for it, but there's really not a need to be serious 24/7. And I'm a goofball at heart. I'm a child at heart. So yeah, we try to do a lot of funny, entertaining things to keep you all entertained as well. It helps up, or it helps out with releasing some stress and whatnot as well. So there's probably gonna be a lot of chasers down here by Keaton Beach. There's not really a lot of roads or areas to get to the Gulf from this area. This is about one of the very few spots. Yeah, I did the hot ones challenge too, with some relatively hot sauces. I was dying at the time. I'm fine now, but yeah, in 3 hours, the pressure on Debby went from 1,002 to 993. But once again, even though winds might not be very strong, there's still going to be very damaging and likely record-breaking historical flooding throughout multiple states throughout this event. We almost bought the one ship, but I was like, that is way too damn hot. But make sure you are following National Hurricane Center, nhc.noaa.gov for all the official updates. Highly recommend Tropical Tidbits as well, and spaghettymodels.com. Probably because they need enabled, maybe. I don't know if they got. I don't know if they got enabled. Let's see here. Let me plug my iPad back in. I'll give you guys another little rundown. Maybe if my iPad wants to work. Okay, there we go. So let's give another little update. Here's a look at satellite here on Radar Omega. What the hell is that noise? King, is there any... Is that my Radar Omega that's making that alert sound? Is that the alerts finally working again? But yeah, here's a look on satellite from Radar Omega. As you can see, it's still trying to kind of get its eye together. It's still a tropical storm. Tropical Storm Debby. Pressure is down to 992. Winds are up to 65 miles per hour. And let's take a look here at actual radar as well. There is a tornado warning down towards Naples, Florida. So multiple tornado warnings throughout today. I know over by Tampa there were some tornado warnings earlier today as well. Radar indicated tornado warning. So tornado warnings are only going to continue throughout the day, once again, as outer bands come onto shore across much of Florida. There is a tornado watch out as well. And once again, plenty of tropical storm warnings, hurricane warnings, storm surge warnings, all of that fun stuff. But here's a look at the radar, the Tampa radar. There you go. If I can get it switched to the Tampa radar. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay, there we go. Finally, good grief. So yeah, outer bands are already coming onto land. There's the center, right in that area, trying to wrap around and develop. We are located there. So we do have this little outer band making its way. So we might have to be on the land spoot, or water spoot hunt here in a little bit. Because you can see off this radar, here we are, blue dot. These will probably make their way up towards us throughout the afternoon and into tonight. There will still be outer bands ongoing. And then tomorrow morning, the eye wall will come onto shore in this general area. Could wobble a little bit west from that official track, or it could wobble a little bit east. These hurricanes wobble as they make their way towards land. Even sometimes when they're located right here basically on land, they still wobble one direction or the other. But we might just kind of have to stay put in this area. I mean, once we go back up north to Perry, but Perry is pretty far inland. Obviously you can see that road, there's that road, there's that road, and there's that road. But down here, it's one road in, one road out, and there's not really many roads to get anywhere else. And probably the next closest beach area, for some reason the towns aren't showing up on here, but next closest beach area really would probably be Steinhatchee and then Horseshoe Beach, but Horseshoe Beach is likely going to be way too far east unless it really hobbles down to the east like that. So I'm thinking probably at this point, no matter which direction it hobbles, we're probably just gonna have to ride it out in this area and then go up to Perry when shit hits the fan, whenever the storm surge really starts to come up, because I am not gonna sit here in 10 feet of storm surge, potentially 10 feet of storm surge. Nonetheless, probably about 6 feet of storm surge. Let's go ahead and pull up the National Hurricane Center again. Give one last little update on that as well. Oops, that's storm. Actually, we can take a look at the Storm Prediction Center too, because there is some severe weather risk associated with these systems. So for today, of course, we got a big slight risk, covers much of Florida. This is also my first time in Florida, fun fact. But yeah, we've got the 5% tornado risk associated with the outer bands. And then tomorrow we have multiple slight risk areas and also a 5% tornado threat, southeast Georgia, Florida, 2% just barely in South Carolina. So yeah, hurricanes basically come with all the threats besides snow and blizzards. Oops. But yeah, here I did want to show this earlier. So here is rainfall forecast. So Savannah area up into Charleston, that is showing at least 20 inches of rainfall. Even down here, Perry, Florida, about 12 to 16, just east of Tallahassee, Florida. So absolutely catastrophic rainfall associated with Debby, because it's going to stall out by Georgia and South Carolina, really stall out, kind of sit there for a couple days. And then here is the cone straight from National Hurricane Center. As you can see, predicting landfall around 8 a.m. tomorrow. Official landfall is when the eye crosses onto land. So this will be much earlier than 8 a.m. So it's going to be an early start to the stream tomorrow morning. So we're going to try going to bed pretty early tonight. Thank you so much, Amber, for that $10 donation. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I will go get a snack, or actually not a snack. I'll probably go get some food at the bar here in a little bit. Might get a beer as well, and then just kind of hang out the rest of today. But yeah, that is the official track, as you can see on the timing so far. So 8 a.m. Monday, by 8 p.m. Monday, it's Tropical Storm again into Georgia, and 8 a.m. by 8 a.m. Tuesday hasn't really moved much further into Georgia, so that's going to be pretty catastrophic. And then 8 p.m. Tuesday still hasn't moved much further, and then by 8 a.m. on Thursday we'll be over towards South Carolina, and then 8 a.m. on Friday it'll be a tropical depression over in North Carolina. Let's see. Here's a look at the peak storm surge forecast. So once again, 6 to 10 feet of storm surge forecast for the Big Bend region in Florida. Other areas down in very southern Florida, 1 to 3 feet. You got 2 to 4 feet, 3 to 5 feet, 4 to 7 feet, 4 to 6 feet, and even over on the Georgia, South Carolina coast, 2 to 4 feet. And here is flash flooding potential. So a very, very rare high risk of flash flooding has been issued. Those high risk of flooding do not get issued very often. Outside of that, big area of moderate, and then surrounding that in the yellow, got the slight, and even up into Atlanta, and even up into Virginia as well, you got the marginal at least 5%. So yeah, many areas are going to experience some pretty dangerous flooding. We can take a look at the estimated arrival time of winds. So as you can see, 2 p.m., which these are already ongoing. So yeah, by later this afternoon, evening, we're gonna have outer bands impacting where we are. So we'll probably throw up a stream, or we'll probably get a stream scheduled. We'll probably just go for like 6 p.m. as of right now. I'll have my team get a thumbnail ready and get a stream scheduled for later this afternoon, and we'll go live for a little bit then. And then I'm gonna try going to bed kind of early. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's pretty much a good full update. Let's see here, get stream pulled back up, or chat pulled back up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Reader Omega. Trying to get everything to work for me. Okay. Let me get caught back up on chat now. Oh, thank you so much, Mel Chaos, for the 10 gifted memberships. I missed that as I was doing my little breakdown. Hey, King. Thank you, King. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We got plenty of live streams upcoming. missing your little Nader icon. Yeah, I'll probably be back up in Michigan to go visit Chaos again later this winter. It was a lot of fun. Members, I'll try to have some stuff for you too. It's a little bit difficult because I am super overwhelmed, overstimulated a lot of times for these hurricanes. What do I think about the tropical? Well, it's a tropical storm, for one. It's not a depression, it's a tropical storm. It's looking pretty good. It has really cleared out that dry air that was hindering its ability to form the eye wall. So that is looking really good. I do believe we're going to have a rapid intensification as it approaches this area of Florida, which is going to be pretty catastrophic. Majority of the time, when they're rapidly intensifying upon landfall rather than weakening, the winds are much more intense. I don't know any rhyme or reason for that, rather than obviously it's rapidly intensifying, so it's going through the process of intensifying and not weakening. That would be my rhyme or reason. Yeah, I should do a video on that at some point. Yeah, these new graphics are freaking sick. So thank you again, King. These are freaking amazing. I'm probably gonna go get some shrimp from that bar. Oh, the one that can potentially, I don't have any thoughts on that one. It's way too far out. It's only a 10% little area as of right now, so yeah, it's way too far out to tell. I have not even looked. All my energy has been focused on getting down here. Well, all my focus was focused on getting to Michigan and then getting from Michigan down here. So yeah, I've not had the time to even really look much into this one, honestly. It's a lot of driving, and traffic was freaking miserable. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have an opinion on that one. But yep, we are in a hurricane warning. Once again, outer bands probably start to occur in the next few hours. Be on the lookout for some water spoots. Ugh. Yeah, there's quite a few people. I don't really want to show, people, and there's a lot of little kids, so I'm trying to avoid showing any of that. So I don't want YouTube to get all finicky about it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of people here at this beach right now. What was that place called that I went to? Bar near me. It's actually some other. Actually, I might go to a different one. I desperately need some food though. I did not have breakfast. That would involve me having to get out and be social, and I don't want to do that. I am perfectly content sitting in my vehicle, minding my own business. So we got the Nowhere Grill. Yeah, I think we might go there. I think we're gonna go there. We're gonna try out that place. I mean, anybody that sees my vehicle can see my brand and stuff, so I don't want to go bug them either. They're having a great time. Yeah, I've already been spotted in the wild. I'm pretty sure there's been quite a few people that have taken pictures of my vehicle. Well, I'm pretty sure they're all still on there. Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I don't think you have the ability to move it down because it's just how it gets displayed with my video switcher. But that's, yeah, that's better. I wonder what it looks like if I move it to other locations. Yeah, that does not work down there. That's kind of what I figured. I'll take you guys on a stroll to the bar, restaurant, whatever that I'm gonna go hit up. That way you guys can see some of these properties along this drive down to Keaton Beach. You can kind of start to see some clouds get closer off on the horizon over there. It's kind of getting a little bit dark. There's definitely some blue skies a little bit ago when I was kind of at the pier checking things out. Yeah, one of the mods can do that. Yeah, if you guys are able and willing to help support me, I spend a lot of money traveling to different areas to cover all these different types of weather events, and of course I do these live streams for you guys as well as people that may have family in this area or live down here themselves and stuff. That way people can see in real time what is going on and of course give very important updates from official sources and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, any amounts are greatly appreciated. Trust me, they go a long ways in helping me afford these and keeping me out here, continuing to cover these events and live out my dreams and passions. So thank you guys so much for the support. Even once again, if you're not able to donate, just subscribing and everything. Memberships also go a long ways as well, and you get exclusive members only content, although I've been slacking on that just because I've been extremely busy. But yeah, trust me, any amount greatly helps out. I always say that, and I always do truly mean it. You know, $1. If everybody donated $1 right now, we'd have 60 bucks. $69. Nice. That took a lot of time and energy. Let's go get some food though. I'm pretty sure this place is open. Yeah, open.
Turn left to stay on Keaton Beach Road.
Let's go get some food though. Hey, the thingy.
Head west on Keaton Beach Road. Turn left to stay on Keaton Beach Road. Continue for 8 miles.
So there's definitely people still prepping down in this area. So I have a bad feeling for these properties. I need a beer. I'm probably gonna get a beer.
Your route may be affected by hurricane warning.
See, I don't know what that sound is coming. I'm assuming Raider Omega. You might have to turn that off for me, King. Might have to turn off that alert sound within Raider Omega, because it is terrifying me. Yeah, that's the beer warning siren. Oh, thanks, Brittany. All right, now we just need 75 other people, $1. Oh yeah, they're still prepping down here. Little late for that. So you're gonna start getting some outer bands here after a while. Parents. Also, we got, I can't even remember what we named this cow. Betsy, I think is what it was, but yeah, I got my cow for my support, my baby cow. It just chills on the dash with me. it's either Bessie or Betsy. Yeah, my emotional support cow. It just sits up there being all cute. Sweet, GoPro's still working. A GoPro's probably gonna get some pretty insane footage throughout this hurricane. Hello, Carmen. How's it going? Baz. That's kind of fun to say. Once again, thanks everybody for joining. We're on our way to a bar and restaurant, whatever you want to call it, because I need some food. And then we'll wrap up this stream, and then once again I'll go live later today whenever outer bands start impacting. So King, if you want to get a thumbnail ready for that later today. Hello Deborah, how's it going? And King, once you have that thumbnail made, go ahead and just create another stream. Don't ask me on title because I suck with coming up for titles, but just schedule it for 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for right now, and I'm sure that'll change, but just so we can have a stream up and ready for that, that's scheduled. Thanks, my man. Once again, huge thank you to my fantastic team of mods. There's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes, especially with these new graphics and overlays. But we have a fantastic team that does it so much for me, the channel, and ultimately you guys in the end. I definitely could not do half of what I do currently without my team. Probably something to do with outer bands, or I don't know. It's always kind of what's the word for it? Can't think of the word, but it's, you know, it feels weird driving on this road knowing that in less than 24 hours it's going to look drastically different. And yeah, I just hope everybody that lives in this area and stuff has taken all these warnings and stuff seriously and remains safe. Yeah, I've got that annoying case of water with water spilling all over the place. Water bottles going all over the place. Almost to the Nowhere Grill is what it's called. Grill A. Grill A. It's got an E at the end. I dumped that out at your place before I left. I need a nap too. I only slept like 6 hours last night or so. It looked like coolant or wiper fluid.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
Hey Daryl, how's it going?
Your destination is on the right.
Let's see here. It really is like nowhere. It's a cute little place though. Alright guys, I don't know if there's another stream for later today scheduled yet. King might still have to work on some things for that, but yeah, we'll have a stream up. I'll be live a little bit later today as some of these outer bands get a little bit closer. And then of course, probably very early tomorrow morning, and then live throughout much of tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed, have notifications turned on and stuff so you do not miss the actual Hurricane Intercept live stream. The Hurricane Barrel live stream, we were live for over 10 hours. I probably am going to assume the same for this stream. So yeah, everybody, until I go live later and tomorrow morning, make sure you're taking plenty of time for yourself. Take care of yourself. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Stay safe if you live in these areas and will be impacted by Debby. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. But yeah, we'll be live later today. So I'm gonna go get some food, probably drink a beer, and just chillax for a little bit. So, alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. We will see you here in a few hours.